Hey there, could the tensions between Russia and Ukraine ignite a global conflict that we can't control? Stick around because we're diving deep into this hot topic today. So, let's set the stage here. The Russia-Ukraine conflict has been a simmering issue for a long time now. What started as political disagreements has escalated into a full-blown crisis, raising alarms about global stability. Countries around the world are watching closely, and many are asking, could this lead to World War III? In this video, we'll break down the situation, explore its implications, and what it means for peace and security across the globe. To understand the current conflict, we need to rewind a bit. The roots of the Russia-Ukraine conflict trace back to 2014, when Russia annexed Crimea. This move was met with widespread condemnation and led to sanctions against Russia from Western nations. Following that, the situation became even more complicated with the rise of pro-Russian separatists in eastern Ukraine. Fast forward to today, and we see ongoing clashes, an increase in military presence, and a significant buildup of troops along the borders. The historical tension between Ukraine's desire for closer ties with the West and Russia's push to maintain influence in the region has created a powder keg that could explode at any moment. Now let's dive into the latest updates. Just recently, Russia has been amassing troops near the Ukrainian border, sparking fears of a possible invasion. Meanwhile, Ukraine is ramping up its military readiness, calling on its allies for support. Diplomatic efforts are in full swing, with leaders from NATO and the EU engaging in talks with both Ukraine and Russia. The US has been vocal, expressing its commitment to Ukraine's sovereignty while warning Russia of severe consequences should they choose to escalate the situation. But it's not just military movements we're seeing. There's a lot of back and forth in international relations too. Countries are aligning themselves, with some voicing support for Ukraine while others remain neutral or even back Russia's stance. The situation is incredibly fluid, and new developments are happening almost daily. It's a high-stakes game of chess, and the potential for miscalculation is significant. So, what does all of this mean for the future? Many analysts are weighing in, and opinions vary. Some believe that Russia's actions are a show of strength, aimed more at negotiation than actual conflict. Others fear that if tensions continue to rise, we could see a broader confrontation, possibly drawing in NATO members on the side of Ukraine. The potential for escalation is real, and experts are concerned about the consequences of a misstep from either side. If a conflict were to break out, it could lead to widespread instability, not just in Europe but across the globe. The interconnectedness of today's world means that a conflict in one region can quickly spiral out of control and involve multiple nations, leading to a scenario that many of us hoped had been left in the past. Supporting quotes interviews. To add some perspective, let's look at what some political leaders and experts have said about the situation. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken recently stated, "We are prepared to respond decisively to any aggression against Ukraine." On the other hand, Russian President Vladimir Putin has maintained that NATO's expansion is a threat to Russian security. Analysts like Fiona Hill warn that this isn't just about Ukraine, it's about the future of the European security landscape. These voices highlight the urgency and complexity of the situation. In summary, the Russia-Ukraine conflict is a multifaceted issue with potential global implications. The military movements, diplomatic talks, and historical context all paint a picture of a delicate situation that could tip into something much larger. As we continue to monitor this crisis, it's crucial to understand the stakes involved and the possible impacts on global peace. Call to action, CTA. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think? Could this conflict really lead to World War III? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's get the conversation going. Also, don't forget to check out our other videos on global conflicts and tensions if you want to stay informed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.